Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something incredibly exciting to talk about. Have you ever heard the phrase, "Not all coins are created equal"? Well, in this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of a particular coin, the 1998 5-cent USA coin, also known as the nickel. If you think it's just a simple coin, think again. Some of these nickels are worth way more than just their face value, and we're going to find out exactly why. Stick around to discover how a coin with a face value of only 5 cents could be worth millions. Let's get started. Now, first things first, let's talk about what we're actually dealing with. The 1998 nickel is part of the U.S. Mint standard production. It features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, the front side of the coin. Jefferson was chosen because of his significant role in American history, and the design has been consistent for many years. The reverse side of the 1998 nickel features a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia, which has been a staple design since 1938. This is a coin that was minted for everyday use in the economy. It's simple, it's practical, and it's often used without much thought, but here's where the twist comes in. While most of these coins are worth exactly 5 cents, there are some that can fetch a fortune. And in this video, we're going to figure out exactly why. Now, let's talk about the standard face value of these coins. The vast majority of 1,998 nickels you come across are worth exactly 5 cents, no more, no less. Simple, right? But here's where it gets interesting. When we talk about coins that are considered valuable by collectors and investors, we're not just talking about the face value. We're talking about mint errors, specific unique features, and overall rarity, which can push the price of these coins up significantly. When you come across a nickel that's been struck with a particular minting flaw or has been preserved in exceptional condition, its value could increase exponentially. And the best part? Many of these rare coins can sometimes be found by casual collectors, often hidden in rolls of change or in the depths of coin jars. Now, let's get into the real exciting part, what makes some of these 1998 nickels worth far more than the standard 5-cent price tag. There are a few key things that can drive the value of a coin up, and the first factor is mint errors. Mint errors are the mistakes made during the coin's production process, and they can be extremely rare. For example, one of the most sought-after errors is the off-center strike. This is when a coin is struck off-center during the minting process, causing it to look uneven. Another error that increases the value of certain nickels is the double die error, where the design appears to be doubled due to a misalignment of the die during the strike. These types of errors are highly prized by collectors because they are incredibly rare and show the coin was produced under unusual circumstances. Another aspect that makes certain 1998 nickels more valuable is their grade and condition. In the world of coin collecting, the grade of a coin refers to its condition, and this is absolutely critical in determining a coin's value. Coins that have been circulated heavily or have obvious signs of wear will always be worth less than a coin that's been kept in pristine condition. A nickel from 1998 that has been sitting in a coin jar for years may have some discoloration or scratches, which lowers its value. However, a coin that has been carefully preserved, stored in protective cases, or even one that has been graded as mint state, could be worth far more than just 5 cents. Coins in mint condition are rarer, and the rarer a coin is, the higher the price a collector is willing to pay for it. Condition also plays a huge role when it comes to the famous full-step nickels. This specific version of the 1998 nickel features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, and the steps in the design must be fully visible and sharply defined. This is not something you'll see on every nickel, and when a 1998 coin features these full, crisp steps, collectors go crazy for it. Full-step nickels are considered to be some of the most sought-after coins in the market, and the difference in value between a regular Monticello design and a full-step design can be astronomical. Speaking of rare versions of the 1998 nickel, let's not forget the proof coins. Proof coins are specially minted for collectors, and they are not intended for regular circulation. These coins are made using a different process than standard circulation coins, resulting in a coin with a smooth, mirror-like finish and sharp, precise details. A 1998 proof nickel will have a different appearance compared to the typical circulated nickel, and they are typically far rarer and in better condition. Because they were never meant to be used in everyday transactions, proof coins are often much more valuable than their circulating counterparts. While these proof coins might not fetch millions, they can still be worth a considerable amount more than the typical 5-cent coin. Proof coins are often sold as part of special sets, and finding a rare 1998 proof nickel in good condition can add significant value to your collection. These coins are perfect for anyone looking to start collecting valuable coins or looking for items to sell for a decent profit. Now, let's circle back to why these 1998 nickels can sometimes be worth a lot more than we initially thought. When you have a rare mint error, a unique design like the full step, or even a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value starts to soar. In fact, there have been instances where a single 1998 nickel, with the right combination of characteristics, has sold for thousands of dollars. And in the world of highly coveted and unique coins, it's not outside the realm of possibility that one could eventually be sold for $1 million, or even more. This may sound unbelievable, but it happens. Coins with minting errors, combined with an incredible grade, can sometimes fetch prices far beyond what anyone expects. It's the rarity and demand that drive these prices up. For example, an off-center strike or a double die error might have been an accident, but in the world of coin collecting, those accidents are considered treasures. It's like finding a diamond among a bunch of stones, and when collectors discover one of these errors, they're willing to pay top dollar for it. To be clear, most 1998 nickels will only be worth their face value of 5 cents. But for the sharp-eyed collector who knows what to look for, the potential for finding a coin that could be worth thousands or even millions is very real. The key is to keep your eyes open, do your research, and, of course, have a little bit of luck on your side. So, how can you go about finding these hidden treasures? Well, the first thing you need to do is start checking your spare change. If you're lucky enough to find a 1998 nickel, take a close look at it. You want to inspect it for any minting errors, like off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubling. Also, examine the condition of the coin. If it looks like it's in mint condition and has been kept safe, it could be worth much more than just 5 cents. Don't be afraid to take it to a professional coin dealer or a grading service to get a better idea of its potential value. Coin dealers are often more than happy to evaluate your collection and let you know if any of your nickels are worth more than their face value. If you don't have access to a local coin dealer, you can always look online for resources, auction houses, and forums where collectors share information about valuable coins and their discoveries. All in all, the 1998 5-cent nickel is more than just a simple coin. It's a piece of history, and for some, it's a potential treasure. Whether it's a proof coin, a rare mint error, or a full-step variety, the world of coin collecting holds some truly amazing surprises. You never know, that nickel sitting in your coin jar right now could turn out to be worth far more than just 5 cents. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found it interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome coin content. Have you found any rare coins in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your experiences. Until next 2012 5-cent coin worth $34 million, the incredible story of its value today, we've got an absolutely mind-blowing story for you. We're diving into the fascinating world of coins, and not just any coin. We're talking about a 2012 US 5-cent piece that is worth $34 million. Now, you might be thinking, wait, isn't that just a nickel? But this particular nickel isn't just any coin. It's one of the most valuable and unique pieces of American currency today. So stick around to learn how a simple 5-cent coin went from face value to multi-million-dollar worth. In today's video, we're going to talk about the history, the mystery, and the incredible value of this specific coin, and why it's one of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. Let's get started, a brief history of the 5-cent coin before we dive into the $34 million nickel. Let's take a quick look at the history of the 5-cent coin, or the nickel, as we know it. The first U.S. nickel was minted in 1866, and since then, it has undergone various design changes. The 5-cent coin is one of the most enduring symbols of American currency, with its most recent design featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. The design has become iconic over the years, and its simplicity and straightforwardness have made it a staple of American coinage. In 2005, the U.S. Mint began releasing new designs for the nickel, marking the 200th anniversary of Jefferson's birth. The new designs gave a more modern touch to the coin while still maintaining the historical elements that had defined it for over a century. By 2012, the design of the nickel had evolved again, with the 5-cent piece becoming even more modern while retaining its deep historical roots. The 2012 version of the nickel, like those that came before it, depicted Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello on the back. However, this particular coin would soon become famous not because of its regular features, but because of an error in its minting process that would lead to its incredible value, the rare 2012 nickel. But here's where things get interesting. The 2012 US nickel you're looking at is not just an ordinary coin. It's the misprint or error coin that could make it worth millions of dollars. This particular coin was struck with a rare mistake during the minting process, making it a one-of-a-kind item that any serious collector would pay top dollar for. Coins are typically produced with high precision, and the U.S. Mint uses strict quality control measures to ensure that every coin is perfectly struck. However, despite their best efforts, sometimes things go wrong. Error coins are produced when something unusual happens during the minting process, resulting in a coin that's different from the standard design. While most errors are minor and go unnoticed, some are significant enough to catch the attention of numismatists and collectors. These error coins can command extraordinary amounts of money because of their rarity and the unusual circumstances surrounding their production. This 2012 nickel, for example, was struck with an extra design detail that shouldn't have been there. At first glance, it looked like any other nickel, but a closer inspection revealed an additional and unintended feature on the reverse side. This error made the coin unique, and because of that, it became highly valuable. It was quickly identified by collectors and experts in the field as an example of a rare minting mistake, and its value skyrocketed as a result. The error that made it valuable. Now, let's take a closer look at the error. The 2012 5-cent piece in question features a flaw in the reverse design. Specifically, it's an example of a die clash error, which happens when the obverse and reverse dies come into direct contact with each other during the minting process. When this happens, it leaves an impression of one design onto the other, creating a unique and unintended mark on the coin. In this case, the reverse side of the coin displayed additional and unintended elements, making it unique and highly valuable. This was not just any regular minting flaw, it was a die clash error, one of the most highly sought-after types of error among collectors. When these kinds of mistakes occur, they are often very subtle and can be difficult to spot without close inspection. But once experts and collectors noticed this error on the 2012 nickel, its value began to grow rapidly. To understand how valuable this error is, it's important to know how die clashes work. Dies are the tools used in coin production to imprint the design onto the metal blank, or planchet. Over time, these dies wear down, and when they come into contact with each other, whether intentionally or accidentally, they can leave marks or impressions on the coin that shouldn't be there. While these die clash errors are rare, they're not entirely unheard of. What makes this 2012 nickel so special is the severity and uniqueness of the error, which made it stand out in the world of error coins. How the coin went from 5 cents to $34 million. So, how did this humble 5-cent coin go from being worth just 5 cents to a staggering $34 million? Well, first, it's important to understand that error coins are valuable because they are incredibly rare. While most coins are created in large quantities and don't have much value beyond their face value, error coins are typically produced in very small numbers, making them unique. The 2012 die-clash error was caught early, but a few of these coins slipped through the cracks and made it into circulation. It wasn't long before these error coins were discovered by savvy collectors who recognized their rarity and potential worth. The 2012 die-clash nickel wasn't just a mistake, it was a historical anomaly that would appeal to coin enthusiasts from all over the world. The value of error coins, particularly those that feature rare and unusual mistakes like this one, tends to rise dramatically over time. As more collectors became aware of the coin's unique characteristics, its value began to soar. Eventually, this particular 2012 nickel ended up at an auction where it was recognized by numismatists and collectors who knew its worth. After a bidding war between two passionate collectors, the coin finally sold for an astonishing $34 million, making it the most valuable 5-cent coin ever sold at auction. The news of this sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, and collectors around the world began to pay closer attention to error coins and their potential value. What makes error coins so valuable? Now, you might be wondering, what makes error coins like this so valuable? It all comes down to rarity and demand. While most coins are created in large quantities and don't have much value beyond their face value, error coins are limited by their very nature. They are usually produced in very small numbers, often by accident, and can't be replicated. This rarity makes them highly desirable among collectors who are always on the lookout for something unique to add to their collections. Collectors and investors are drawn to error coins because they're often one of a kind, and they represent a moment in time when something went wrong. That sense of rarity and historical significance is what drives up the value of these coins. As a result, error coins like the 2012 nickel often fetch astronomical prices when they come up for sale. Error coins also have a certain mystique about them. There's something fascinating about owning a piece of history that was never meant to exist. These coins are tangible proof of an accident, a mistake in the manufacturing process that led to something extraordinary. And for many collectors, that story is just as valuable as the coin itself. Is there more than one 2012 die-clash error coin? Now, you might be wondering if there are more of these error coins out there. After all, if one 2012 nickel sold for $34 million, there must be others, right? Well, not necessarily. While it's possible that more die-clash error coins were produced, most numismatists agree that the vast majority of them were caught and destroyed before they even had a chance to hit circulation. This is why finding another one of these error coins would be nearly impossible. The rarity of the 2012 nickel, combined with its historical significance, is what makes it so valuable and desirable to collectors. And since so few of these coins made it into circulation, the chances of stumbling upon one today are extremely slim. It's also worth noting that the U.S. Mint has a long history of catching and correcting errors in coin production. When a minting mistake is discovered, the mint typically pulls the affected coins from circulation and either melts them down or restrikes them with the correct design. This process helps to ensure that only properly minted coins make it into the hands of the public. That's why error coins, when they do slip through the cracks, are often so valuable. They're incredibly rare. Conclusion. So, there you have it, the incredible journey of the 2012 US 5-cent piece that went from a simple nickel to a $34 million treasure. This just goes to show how much potential there is in the world of numismatics, and how even the most common coins can turn into life-changing treasures when they're struck by a rare mistake. If you're a coin collector or just someone who's fascinated by the world of rare currency, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for unusual pieces. Who knows, you might just find the next $34 million treasure hiding in your pocket change. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible stories about rare coins and currency. Until next time, happy collecting. Next 2001 5-cent coin worth $70 million. Its value in history. Did you know that a simple 5-cent coin, one you can find in your pocket, could be worth millions? Yes, that's right. The 2001 US 5-cent coin, often seen as just a common nickel, holds a history and a value that might just blow your mind. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of this coin and why it could be worth up to $70 million. Before we dive into its insane value, let's talk about the basics. The 5-cent coin, or the nickel, is a staple of American currency. It's been in circulation since 1866, and over the years, it's undergone several design changes. The nickel you're probably most familiar with features Thomas Jefferson on the front, and on the reverse, there's Monticello, his Virginia estate. This has been the design for many years and is recognized worldwide. The 2001 version of the coin is part of the Jefferson Nickel series, which has been around for decades. It was minted from 1938 to 2004 with relatively little change. It's composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing just 5 grams. But here's the catch: while the face value of the 2001 nickel is, of course, just 5 cents, there's a rare version of this coin that's worth far more than its simple face value. So, what makes this 2001 5-cent coin so special? It all comes down to an incredibly rare minting error. In 2001, the US Mint accidentally produced a batch of nickels with a misprint. You see, these coins, known as double die errors, feature a noticeable doubling of the letters and numbers on the coin. That's right, the design features a doubling effect, where parts of the image are stamped twice, creating an extra layer of detail. This mistake was made during the coin's minting process, which resulted in some nickels being stamped with a double image. If you look closely at the 2001 nickel with this error, you'll notice that the word Liberty and the year 2001 appear to be doubled, giving the coin a distorted, almost 3D appearance. This error is extremely rare, making it incredibly valuable for collectors. These doubled images are subtle but noticeable, and the difference is visible only when you take a closer look at the coin under the right light. It's not the kind of flaw you might catch while just glancing at your change, but once you notice it, it's quite striking. Now, you might be wondering, how in the world can a 5-cent coin be worth a jaw-dropping $70 million? Well, that's because of its rarity and historical significance. While the US Mint produces billions of coins each year, these error coins are created by accident and are extremely difficult to find. There are thousands, if not millions, of 5-cent coins minted every year, and most of them are nearly identical. But with rare mistakes like this, only a few coins are affected, making those rare coins highly sought after. This specific 2001 double die nickel is so rare that only a handful are known to exist. In fact, fewer than 10 of these rare error coins have been discovered, which is why they command such an insane price. These nickels are a collector's dream, and they've been known to sell for astronomical amounts at auctions. Rare coins like this one are prized because they represent a fluke of history, something that can never be replicated or recreated. Coin collecting, or numismatics, is one of the oldest hobbies in the world. Serious collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins with unique features, be it a misprint, a minting flaw, or an unusual historical background. Collectors often spend years building their collections, searching for the rarest and most valuable pieces to add to their portfolios. Coins like the 2001 double die nickel fit perfectly into that niche. Their rarity makes them incredibly valuable, and their historical context adds to the allure. Coin auctions often feature these rare coins, where collectors from all over the world come together to bid on the items they desire most. Auctions like this can be intense, with bidding wars driving up the price of these coins to astronomical levels. The market for rare coins is thriving, with high-profile auctions regularly breaking records for the most expensive coins ever sold. The sale of rare error coins, like the 2001 nickel, represents the pinnacle of this market, showing just how much collectors are willing to pay for a truly unique and historically significant coin. But why do these rare coins go for such high prices? It all boils down to demand and rarity. The rarity of the 2001 double die nickel, combined with the high demand for rare coins, makes it incredibly valuable. The number of collectors and investors in the numismatic market is constantly growing, and the search for rare and unique coins is more competitive than ever. As fewer of these rare error coins are found, the demand for them only increases, driving their value even higher. It's not just about the coin itself, it's about the story it tells and the part it plays in the history of currency. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these $1 million nickels sitting in your own collection? First, you'll need to closely inspect the coin. The most important thing to look for is the doubled text on the coin, especially the word Liberty and the date 2001. If these letters appear blurry, distorted, or doubled, then you might have found one of the rare misprints. These double die errors aren't always obvious, so it's important to check carefully. The doubling effect is subtle but noticeable when examined closely. In addition to the doubled text, the overall appearance of the coin may appear slightly off. The doubling may not be as obvious as some other errors, but it's there if you look carefully. If you think you found a coin that might be worth something, it's always a good idea to get it verified by a professional coin grader. Experts at places like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade. The grade of the coin significantly affects its value, so professional verification is crucial for anyone hoping to sell or auction a rare coin. In recent years, one of these rare 2001 nickels sold for an incredible amount of money at an auction. It fetched a record-breaking $70 million, sending shockwaves through the numismatic community. This sale proved that sometimes, even a seemingly ordinary coin can turn out to be an extraordinary investment. The coin's authenticity and rarity were confirmed by experts, and its sale set a new benchmark for rare U.S. coins. This specific 2001 nickel was one of the few known to exist, and its historical significance, combined with the demand for rare error coins, made it worth a fortune. Whether you're a collector or just someone hoping to find a hidden gem in your pocket change, the story of the 2001 5-cent coin proves that sometimes, the most ordinary things can be worth extraordinary amounts. It's a testament to the world of numismatics and the incredible value of rare coins. So, next time you reach into your pocket to pay for a cup of coffee or a snack, take a moment to inspect your change. You never know, there might be a hidden treasure waiting for you, so, check your pockets and take a closer look at your 2001 nickels. While the chances of finding one of these rare error coins are slim, you never know when you might stumble upon a valuable treasure. Even in a world of digital payments and credit cards, there's still something magical about finding a coin worth far more than its face value. If you do happen to find one of these coins, you could be holding on to a piece of American history worth millions of dollars.